and I found she wasn't there.
Yes, and for a best of traffic report, just tune in right now. As we look at the highways, there is a slowdown now in the downtown. Northbound Cap City Freeway, all the way to the American River Bridge. And the Yellow Causeway slowing up a bit. Westbound on the way to Davis. Traffic brought to you by ZeroResSacramento.com.
Hi, this is Michelle.
Good morning. I'm Chloe.
Hello. My name is Brandy.
And we just love Dan and Sonoma.
You know, Sean, I can always count on you to fulfill my dreams and fantasies on this show.
What do you mean? They really love you.
I know they do. I know
so.
that. I love them too. That's just
you should see
so
them.
Surreal. Yes, that would be the real trick here.
They bring me coffee without me even having to ask them.
What a spoiled life you have. I'm envious.
That's why
most
I'm
envious.
Such a prima donna. I know.
Speaking
It's ruined me.
And speaking of prima donnas, look, I'm more confident than most because of I see what's going on a number of levels regarding Kamala Harris and her so-called chances to win. Look, it was a news report. I know the news people pretty well and how they lie and what types of methodology they use to lie. Yesterday, there was a story on CBS Radio that some female reporter was saying, "Oh yes, Kamala Harris got a bump from their convention, and you could take the bump thing any way you want." But anyway, she got and if she had said Kamala Harris is up 3 points over Donald Trump in certain states, she didn't say that. She said, "Oh no, she's neck and neck with Donald Trump." They said the same thing back in 2016 with Hillary Clinton, and I said at the time that tells me that Trump was way ahead, and he was. Yes, I did. I said that on the guy who's now selling comic books, Joe Callan's show.
So you weren't all that shocked when Trump won then?
No,
because I was.
I was worried. I was worried about it. I wasn't shocked. I was pleasantly surprised. And again, I count on nothing. I count on nothing today. But again, the parameters of winning the presidency haven't changed. You still have to win the battleground states, which Harris is behind on most of those. But you also have to win the independent vote. That is the largest demographic, larger than the Democrats and Republicans almost combined these days because people are fleeing both parties. So everything she has said and done, and with this interview tonight, I'm certain it won't add one vote from this independent pile that's there, if you want to call people a pile.
Yeah, it's a pile.
Yeah, but it is a pile. But anyway, she's doing all the wrong moves. And again, the Democrats couldn't have picked a worse candidate. They should have, if they had chosen Gavin Newsom, let's say, because everyone kind of thought that he might have stuck in.
That's what I thought was going to happen. I did.
I thought that too, but they didn't. Now Newsom would have had one very substantial advantage over knee pads, and that is that he wasn't part of the administration, so he could separate himself. Kamala Harris, it's impossible to separate herself from Joe Biden. So everything is going on right now. It's all on her.
Sadly, there are some people that probably won't put two and two together, and she'll be able to get away with it with what Rush used to call the low information voters, which is a nice way of putting that, by the way.
Yes, and you talk to some of these people, these men on the street or women on the street or whatever on the street, interviews, and they're clueless. They can't even tell you who the president is right now. So
neither can he.
But no, I think this is all just a bad dream for him. But anyway, let's go back to Steve Hilton. That's for the future.
The Steve Hilton.
I think what's going on, according to the report, and I'm just sort of extrapolating from the report on California Globe, he's in the exploratory committee phase.
Yeah.
So he's thinking, hey, this is a pretty good chance. Let's put our toe in the water, that sort of thing. I would like to reach out to help him for this reason because he's got to deal with the California Republican Party. This is the same party that...
The what?
Yeah, I know. This is a joke for a party. Remember how they treated Larry Elder when he ran for the recall? he was way ahead in the polls here. In the end, he got way more votes than any other Republican, but the Republicans openly did not endorse him. Now, if he was white and a little more liberal, moderate, big government type, oh yeah, he would have got the endorsement. And it just angers me about the Republican Party because
he's not one of them.
You know, the racism element too. That people say that they're racist. There is some value to that if you look at it a certain way. Certainly on the national level, when Larry Elder was running for the presidency, he should have been on that debate stage. He had 3% of the vote.
Absolutely.
You remember what was his name? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. He had Lindsey Graham. He had 0.0% approval, and he was still up on the debate stage. And he wouldn't shut up. They should have put Larry Elder up there. Again, I don't want to call it the race card, but it didn't look bad. It didn't look good that a conservative black man was not on that debate stage this year.
They were afraid of him, as they should be. Dan, thank you so much.
Thanks, bud.
Take care. 7:24 now.
Bash of CNN has a chance at greatness tonight.